Another question I often hear is what to do if the side effects that you feel are too painful. Is it worth it? So part of that answer depends a little bit about why you're on the statin. So there are people who are placed on statins because they really should be on them, because those medications have been shown over and over in multiple studies, well-done studies across multiple institutions, to actually impact outcomes, right? Impact not only how long you live, but how well you live. Reduce the risk of stroke, heart attack, hospitalizations for heart events, reduce death, right? Have you live longer? And in those individuals who are primarily those who have known coronary or vascular disease, so if you've had a stent, bypass surgery, a stroke, a heart attack, being on a statin medication can make a big difference to outcome. Same thing for diabetics, right? People who are diabetic have a very high risk of experiencing cardiovascular events down the road. So we want to give them every possibility of reducing the risk of those, of those events. So under those circumstances, boy, I will tell you, physicians try everything they can to keep patients on those drugs. So what do? Well, we might try having you take a lower dose, right? Statin side effects are dose related. We might have to try a different preparation. We may add other medications that potentiate the effects of statins in terms of cholesterol reduction, but don't increase the dose of the medication, right? That could lead to the side effects. And finally, we should always also look for predisposing factors to statin intolerance. And I didn't talk about those earlier, but they're important too. If you're low on thyroid, if you're low on vitamin D, if you're on certain medications, we could actually be potentiating statin side effects that wouldn't happen if you weren't on the medication, or we replaced your thyroid, or your vitamin D levels were normal. And don't forget supplements that you may be taking. People will take niacin, people will in high doses, people will take bergamot. These are supplements that actually potentiate statin levels in blood, and that means they can make statin side effects worse. So it's also looking for things that we can take away that may be contributing to statin side effects. But look, if you are, despite trying everything, if you require statins but are miserable on them, again, that may be increasing quantity of life, but we're not improving quality of life. And this is about healthy longevity ultimately, right? Everything we do is to help you achieve your best health for the longest possible time. So I would say, like, it's not necessarily worth it, but it may be worth it in terms of tolerating side effects, but it's certainly worth it to find alternatives if you have known coronary or vascular disease, or you're diabetic, to really, attend to really try and find ways to work with the medications.